Good morning to all students. Students, in this video, I will explain our chapter number 1. The title of this chapter is Nouns, our first chapter of grammar book. Now, students, as you have learned noun in your 5th standard, so here in 6th standard also this topic is there. But in 6th standard we have to learn more information about nouns. Now look at here, students. Here in your book, it's a very interesting information given. Look at these words: girl, Mumbai, love, bunch. All these are called noun. Now we know that what is the meaning of the word noun, right? So here definition is given. You can see here, we know that a noun is the name of a person, place, animal, thing, feeling or idea. Okay, now look at here kinds of nouns. Here one small table is given, and through that you will learn about the different types of noun. Look at here. Here is written kind of noun, uses and example. So first kind of noun is common noun. Now what is use of this? Name given to a person, place, animal or thing. Okay, is called common noun. Here examples also given: boy, tree, city and monkey. All this type of word are came into the category of common noun. Okay, now see the second type of noun, that is proper noun. Now look at here. Special name given to a particular person, place or thing. It always begins with a capital letter. So in bracket, hint given to you to recognize the proper noun. Generally proper noun is specially a name given to a particular person, place or things, and it always starts with the capital letter. Say for example here, given Anup, Farida, Red Fort and Chennai. So all these are called proper noun. Any boy's name, any girl's name, any particular place name, okay, or any particular thing's name is called proper noun. Now see the third kind of noun, that is abstract noun. Now look at here. Abstract noun means what? Name for a thing which we cannot smell, touch or feel physically, a quality, action, state or idea. Okay, I repeat once again, student. Name for a thing which we cannot smell, touch or feel physically, a quality, action, state or idea. A noun we can just feel, but we cannot touch physically. That type of noun are called abstract noun. For example, kindness, laughter, childhood, ignorance. Okay, for example, in our class, if any boy or any girl is very kind, always helping, helping the students, those who are poor in study, right? So we can feel that this girl or this particular boy is a very kind. Okay, same way we feel that we have this particular person is a very knowledgeable person, or particular student is a very knowledgeable student. He or she always giving correct answers to all the questions, so we can feel that this girl is a very intelligent or that boy is a very knowledgeable, so we can feel it, but we can't touch the knowledge of that particular boy or girl. Understood? Same way here, laughter, childhood, ignorance, all these words we can feel it, but we can not touch the different quality of that particular things. Understood? So a word, that type of word came into the category of abstract noun. Now fourth kind is collective noun. So what is definition of collective noun? name of a group of people, things or animals that we think of as a whole, right? So here more than two persons group, more than two things group or animals group, that came into the category of collective noun. For that we are using some word. For example, if there are many cattles, then we are using the word for that herd, flock. Okay, if many members are there in our many members there in a one corner, so there we are using a crowd of people, right? For many flowers are there, for that we are not using flowers but we are using bouquet of flowers. Same way, if many keys are there, we are not using the word keys but we are using bunch of keys, like that way. Okay, so all these words are called collective noun: herd, flock, family, crowd. Okay, so these are the main four kinds that you have to remember very properly in this first chapter. Okay, so that all the exercise you will do correctly. Now look at here our textual exercise given here. Exercise number A. Underline the nouns in these sentences and state whether they are common, proper, abstract or collective nouns. Students, for your clarification, I have written here and underlined the word also. You can see it properly. And the same way, whatever I have done, like that way, you have to also use pencil in your grammar book and you have to complete the exercise like this way. So, here see the first sentence that is given for the example. They have planned to go to the zoo. Here, underlined word is a zoo. So zoo is a common noun. Here any particular name of zoo is not given. Otherwise we will put into proper noun. But here only written zoo. So this is common noun. So here zoo is underlined and nearby that is sentence common noun is written. Now look at the second sentence, students. I am going to Dubai next month. Okay, here two words we have to underline. Two main nouns we have to underline. The first one is Dubai. So you have to underline in your book with the help of pencil Dubai, and there you have to write proper noun. So students, here the space is very limited. So if you are writing a full spelling, then you can't read it properly. So in short, you can write only P. P for proper noun. That you have to remember it properly, right? So you have to underline the word Dubai and there you have to write P for proper noun. And which is the another word? Month. So you have to underline the word month also, and nearby month you have to write common noun. But in short you can write CO, okay, for common noun. Like that I have written. You can also write in your textbook. Okay, now sentence number 3. That bookshop sells very interesting books. Okay, so here two nouns are there again, bookshop and books. Okay, so both these nouns are called common noun. So there you have to underline the word bookshop, there you have to write common noun. So I have written in here CO. CO means common noun, and books, that is also common noun. So there also I have written CO means common noun, right? Now sentence number 4. We saw a flock of birds flying high in the sky. Students, in this sentence there are three main nouns. First noun is flock. Okay, so flock is a collective noun. So you have to underline the word flock and there you have to write collective. So COLL you have to write so that you can remember it properly. Then birds is a common noun. So you have to underline the word birds and there you have to write CO. And which is the another noun? Sky. Okay. So you have to also underline the word sky and there you have to write common noun. Okay, now sentence number 5. Loyalty is a very important quality. So here two nouns are there. First is loyalty, that is abstract noun. We can feel it that a particular person is a very loyal. Okay, but we can't touch the loyalty. That's why here you have to write abstract noun. Means in short you can write AB, and the another word is quality. That is also abstract noun. Understood? Now number 6, the dress is in the cupboard. So here also two nouns are there. First one is dress, that is common noun. There you have to underline the word and there you have to write CO. And the another word is cupboard. That also you have to underline and there you have to also write CO, means common noun. Okay. Now number 7. A team of technicians are here. So here two nouns are there again. Team. So team means there are many person in a one team. So the word team is a collective noun. There are many members in the team, right? That's why here it is collective noun. And the another word is technician. You have to underline the word technician and there you have to write CO for common noun. Okay. Now sentence number 8. Jatin was rewarded for his bravery. Here two nouns are there. First one is Jatin. It's a boy's name. So it is a but natural proper noun. So you have to underline the word Jatin and there you have to write a P for proper noun. And which is the another bravery. Right? So bravery is an abstract noun. So you have to underline the word bravery and there you have to write AB for abstract noun. Right? Okay, now we are moving towards the next sentence. The Taj Mahal is in Agra. So here two noun are there. First one is Taj Mahal. Okay, so that is proper noun because particular name given to a particular place. That's why it is proper noun. And Agra is also a name of city. So it is also a particular name of the city. That's why we have to underline the word Agra and there you have to write P for proper noun. Now see the last sentence. They are sending a spacecraft to Mars. Here two nouns are there. Spacecraft is a common noun. So you have to underline the word spacecraft and there you have to write common noun. And Mars is a particular name of the planet. Okay. So Mars is a proper noun. So you have to underline the word Mars and there you have to write proper noun. Okay, so I hope students whatever I have discussed in the exercise A you can understood it properly and you have also written with me also. Okay, now we are moving towards the exercise number B. It's a very easy type of exercise. Look at here what is given. Circle the noun that does not belong to the group. Now here students 4 group is given. In that 4 groups, okay, in all 4 group there are 5 words given. So in that 5 words 4 words belongs to proper noun, 1 word belong to common noun. In some 4 noun given to common, 1 is given proper, and in maybe in the next 4 nouns given abstract, 1 is given proper. And next 4 collective noun given, 1 is given common noun. So we have to find out which one is odd one. किसके साथ ये मैच नहीं होता है और जो मैच नहीं होता है ना उसके ऊपर हमें क्या करना है, सर्कल करना है. सी द फर्स्ट वन, रिया, अप्रैल, मुंबई, गर्ल एंड वेनसडे. Okay students, so understood, in this first group all these nouns are proper noun but only one noun given, that is only common noun. So which is that common noun? Girl is common noun, others all are proper noun. So here girl is circled. Okay, same way second, see that honesty, team, kindness, peace and love. Now all these are the group of which type of noun? Abstract noun. See the word honesty is also abstract, kindness is also abstract, peace is also abstract and love is also abstract. Now which is a odd one, which is a different? Here the team is not abstract noun, team is a common collective noun. So that's why we have to circle the word team. Okay, now see the third one, plate, ring, Vinith, flower and school. All this are which type of noun? Common noun. But only one noun is proper noun. Which one is that? Vinith. Vinith is a name of boy. So that didn't came into the category of common noun, but it came into the category of proper noun. So we have to circle the word Vinith, right? Okay, now see the last one. Fourth, bouquet, fleet, herd, pack, photographs. Now here all these words are which type of nouns? Collective. Bouquet, fleet, herd, pack, all these are collective noun, but only one is common noun, which is that? Photograph. Okay, so we have to circle the word photograph. अंडरस्टूड स्टूडेंट्स? तो ऐसा जो कोई भी ग्रुप दिया है और उसमें कोई ऐड हुआ है ऑड वन, तो वो ऑड को हमें फाइंड आउट करके उसके ऊपर सर्कल करना है, ठीक है? नाउ लुक, हियर वी हैव कंप्लीटेड एक्सरसाइज नंबर बी. नाउ वी मूव फर्दर. ओके, हियर व्हाट इज रिटन? कॉन्क्रीट एंड एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन्स. नाउ लुक एट हियर. What information given? We know that abstract nouns are things that we cannot taste, touch, smell, hear or see. Abstract noun usually name ideas, feelings or concepts. अब स्टूडेंट्स हमें पता है कि एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन किसको कहते हैं? जिसको हम फील कर सकते हैं, ठीक है, जिसको हम महसूस कर सकते हैं, जिसको हमारे माइंड में वो हम फील कर सकते हैं, हमारी फीलिंग्स में भी वो फील कर सकते हैं, कंसेप्ट में भी हम देख सकते हैं, बट वी फिजिकली कैन नॉट टच दैट इज कॉल्ड एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. ऑन द अदर हैंड कॉन्क्रीट नाउन्स नेम ऑब्जेक्ट्स दैट वी कैन सी, हियर, टेस्ट, स्मेल और टच. और कॉन्क्रीट नाउन किसको कहते हैं? जिसको हम देख भी सकते हैं, टच भी कर सकते हैं, उसको हियर भी कर सकते हैं, उसका टेस्ट भी कर सकते हैं और उसकी स्मेल भी ले सकते हैं. जैसे कि फ्लावर, तो फ्लावर इज ए कॉन्क्रीट नाउन, इट्स नॉट इन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट. टेबल को भी हम टच कर सकते हैं, राइट? तो इट इज़ ऑल्सो कॉल्ड कॉन्क्रीट नाउन. हाउस, उसमें तो हम रहते हैं, उसको भी टच कर सकते हैं. एरोप्लेन, तो ऑल दीज आर कॉल्ड कॉन्क्रीट नाउन, ठीक है? और एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन तो हमें पता है कि जिसको हम टेस्ट भी नहीं कर सकते, टच भी नहीं कर सकते हैं फिजिकली, हाँ, तो ऐसे नाउन को एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन बोलते हैं. जैसे कि ब्यूटी वर्ड है, तो ब्यूटी को हम फील कर सकते हैं, बट वी कांट टच द समवन्स ब्यूटी, राइट? ओके, now look at here, exercise number C. What is written here? Instruction: identify whether the words in the bold are abstract noun. There we have to write A, or concrete nouns we have to write C. तो हमें ये फाइंड आउट करना है कि यहाँ पे जो बोल्ड में दिया है ब्लू इंक से जो वर्ड है वो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन है या कॉन्क्रीट नाउन है, वो लिखना है. अगर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है तो हमें ए लिखना है, और अगर कॉन्क्रीट है तो वी हैव टू राइट सी. नाउ सी द फर्स्ट सेंटेंस. अनीस वॉज गिवन एन अवार्ड फॉर हिज करेज. तो हियर हाईलाइटेड वर्ड इज करेज. तो करेज को हम टच कर सकते हैं? नो, वी कैन फील इट. ओके, सो करेज इज अ एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन, दैट्स व्हाई ए इज रिटन. नाउ सी द सेकेंड वन. The door was open when I came home from school. Here highlighted word is door. So can we touch the door? Yes, of course. We can easily touch the door of our home, school door, okay, our home room's door. So this is concrete noun. So nearby the sentence you have to write C. Okay, now sentence number 3. The audience admired the creativity of the performers. हियर द वर्ड क्रिएटिविटी यानी सृजनात्मक शक्ति जिसमें होती है उसको बोलते हैं क्रिएटिविटी. तो वी कैन फील इट दैट दिस पर्टिकुलर बॉय हैज़ अ क्रिएटिविटी, दिस पर्टिकुलर गर्ल हैज़ अ क्रिएटिविटी, बट वी कांट टच द क्रिएटिविटी. वी कैन फील इट. हमें पता चलता है कि दिस गर्ल इज़ अ वेरी क्रिएटिव, दिस बॉय इज़ अ वेरी क्रिएटिव, बट वी कांट टच इट. दैट्स वाई क्रिएटिविटी is an abstract noun. So nearby the sentence you have to write the word A. Now sentence number 4. They moved the chair to the corner. Here the highlighted word is a chair. Students, we can easily touch this chair, no? So this is called concrete noun. That's why nearby the sentence you have to write C. Okay. Sentence number 5. The children sang a beautiful song. A children sang a beautiful song. Here the song is also which type of noun? Concrete noun. Okay. Now number 6. He spreads the message of peace. Here the highlighted word peace. Okay, we can't touch the peace, but we can feel the peace. So here peace is called abstract noun. So here you have to write nearby the sentence A. Number 7. Maya made some soup for herself. Okay. So here the highlighted word is soup. We can taste the soup. soup कैसा है वो हम taste कर सकते हैं. That's why it is called concrete noun. So nearby the sentence you have to write C. Sentence number 8. We do not have a lot of time to work on the essay. Here the highlighted word is time. So time we can feel it. Just now this time is there. But we cannot touch the time. That's why the word time is called an abstract noun. So nearby the sentence you have to write the word A. Okay. So I hope students all of you understood the concept of abstract noun and concrete noun. What is the difference between these two nouns? Now we are moving towards the exercise number D. It's a very easy exercise, students. You can do without my help also. Look at here what is written. Add the correct suffix from the box to make abstract nouns. You may need to make changes to the spelling in some words. Now here help box provided to you. You have to choose the correct word with a correct suffix. Okay, and then you have to write in a given space. For example, here given cold. So we can add with cold NESS. So by using this type of suffix, the word becomes an abstract noun. So coldness, right? So you have to write like this way. Now second word, see there, wise is written. So we have to add which word? DOM. So it becomes wisdom. So you have to write the full spelling in given space, WISDOM. That is wisdom. Then number 3 is curious. So there we have to add, to make abstract noun, what we have to add? ITY. So it becomes curiosity. So write the correct spellings. Okay. QURIOSITY. So curious से हमें एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन बनाने के लिए हमें क्या यूज़ करना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे? सफिक्स ITY. So suffix means at the end of the word we have to add something, that is called suffix. So here suffix what we have used? ITY. So the word became curiosity, right? Number 4, boy. Okay, here what we have to add? HOOD. So it becomes boyhood, right? See the spelling properly, students. All the students write spelling correctly in your textbook. Sometimes it happens that even students are copied down. Still some students are making mistakes while writing in the grammar book. So try to avoid the mistake of spelling, students, and write it perfectly. Okay. Now number 5, bore. BORE. So here what we have to add? DOM. So it becomes boredom. BOREDOM. Number 6, warm. Here what we have to add? TH. So it becomes warmth. WARMTH. Okay. Number 7, it's mature. So here what we have to add to make abstract noun? ITY. That is called maturity. Okay. MATURITY. Number 8, friend is given. Here what we have to add? SHIP. So it becomes friendship. FRIENDSHIP. That is called friendship. Next, useful is given. Here what we have to add? NESS. So usefulness. Okay, and the last word, that is happy. So here what we have to add to make abstract noun? Any double s, so it becomes happiness, right? So this way, by using some suffix at the end of the word, we can change the word into an abstract noun. Okay, now we are moving towards the next exercise, exercise number E. It's also very interesting exercise, students, and this type of exercise we have also completed in our basic revision worksheet, if you remember, right? Exercise number E, see that here, which instruction given? Complete the sentences with the abstract noun forms of the words in the brackets. यहाँ पे ब्रैकेट वर्ड दे दिया है और वो ब्रैकेट वर्ड का हमें क्या बनाना है? एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. Now see the first sentence. Hercules was well known for his blank into bracket given strong. Here what we have to write? Strong का हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? Strength. So what is spelling? STRENGTH. So here we have made abstract noun from the bracket word. Same way in all these word given in bracket, we have to change some spelling and we have to make abstract noun. See the second. The people in this part of the city live in extreme. यहाँ पे हेल्प बॉक्स में क्या लिखा है? पुअर. बट हम पुअर तो नहीं लिखेंगे ना, क्योंकि हमें उसका क्या बनाना है? एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. तो पुअर का इधर हो जाएगा पोवर्टी. POVERTY. Number 3. Susma spent her blank in Ooty. Here in the bracket child is written. So what we have to here write? Childhood. Okay, CHILDHOOD, childhood. Number 4. We should try to avoid blank of food. Here waste is written, but here we have to make abstract noun. So what we have to write? Wastage. Okay, so what is spelling? WASTAGE, wastage. Number 5. We needed to wear seat belts for our own blank. Into bracket safe is given. So here हमें safe का abstract noun बनाने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? Safety. What we have to write? Safety. SAFETY. Number 6. In the film, there was no end to the villain's blank. Into bracket wicked is written. So here what we have to add? Suffix ness. Okay. So it becomes wickedness. WICKEDNESS. Number 7. India got blank from British rule in 1947. Into bracket free is written. So here what we have to write? What we have to add is as a suffix DOM. So it becomes freedom. Okay. FREEDOM. Number 8. The natural blank of this region attracts a lot of tourists. Into bracket beautiful is written. So here what we have to write? Beauty. Okay, because beautiful is not abstract noun, but beauty is abstract noun. Understood, students? So all these 8 sentences here we have changed all the bracket words into abstract noun. Okay, students, I hope all of you understood this exercise properly. Now we move further. Here see that what is written? Countable and uncountable nouns. अब ये तो बहुत ही सिंपल है, सभी को पता है कि जिसको हम इजीली काउंट कर सकते हैं उसको हम काउंटेबल नाउन की कैटेगरी में रखते हैं, और जिसको हम काउंट नहीं कर सकते हैं उसको हम अनकाउंटेबल नाउन्स बोलते हैं. एज वी ऑलरेडी नो, नाउन्स मे बी क्लासिफाइड एज काउंटेबल एंड अनकाउंटेबल नाउन्स. काउंटेबल नाउन्स आर थिंग्स वी कैन काउंट. दे कैन बी सिंगुलर और प्लूरल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल टॉय है तो टॉय को हम इजीली काउंट कर सकते हैं 1 2 3 लाइक दैट वे. पेंसिल, दैट इज ऑल्सो काउंटेबल, दैट ऑल्सो वी कैन काउंट इट वेरी easily. Okay, here uncountable noun means what? So here uncountable nouns are things we cannot count it, therefore they do not have form. We always use the singular form. So milk we can't count it, furniture we can't count it. Honey, we can't count it. Okay, so all these are called countable nouns. Uncountable nouns, sorry. Okay, now look at here students, exercise number F is given. Here what is written? Underline all the nouns in this sentences, list them in the correct columns. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे क्या है स्टूडेंट्स कि आपको ये देखना है कि यहाँ पे जो नाउन है, ठीक है, दिए हैं सभी सेंटेंसेस में, सबसे पहले हमें वो फाइंड आउट करके अंडरलाइन करना है और उसके सामने लिखना है कि वेदर दिस नाउन इज़ ए काउंटेबल और अनकाउंटेबल. अगर काउंटेबल है तो हमें सी लिखना है और अगर अनकाउंटेबल है तो हमें उसको कहाँ पे लिखना है, कहाँ पे मीन्स अंडरलाइन करके उसके सामने हमें UN यानी अनकाउंटेबल लिखना है. See the first sentence that is given for the example. Sentence 1, the wind was blowing gently. Here the noun is wind, that's why the wind is underlined. This is countable or uncountable? Wind we can't count it. हाँ, हमें ये काउंट नहीं कर सकते, एक बार विंड आया कि दो बार विंड आया. It is going on continuously, so it is uncountable noun. So here students, that a column is also given, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. So here in uncountable noun category wind is written. Okay, afterward you have to write all the nouns. First we can do like this way. Second, I borrowed a pen from Rajat. Here the noun is pen, so here you have to underline the word pen and nearby the sentence you have to write pen is countable or uncountable. We can count it. Okay, so students, here you have to write countable. Okay, so C is written. Okay, now sentence number 3, she had a sandwich and a glass of milk. Okay, अब ये जो स्टूडेंट्स है, आप रजत के पास अनकाउंटेबल देख रहे हो, वो बाय मिस्टेक ये विंड का अनकाउंटेबल आ गया है, तो दैट यू कैन अंडरस्टूड इट प्रॉपरली. विंड है वो अनकाउंटेबल है और पेन का मैंने नीचे लिखा है, सी लिखा है, दैट इज काउंटेबल. ओके, एंड ग्लास इज ऑल्सो काउंटेबल but milk is uncountable. Okay, number 3, she had a sandwich and a glass of milk, that we have completed, right? So all of you write it properly like that way in your textbook. Number 4, he bought 2 vases made of ceramic. Okay, here 2 nouns are there. Vases, that we can easily count it, flower vase. So there you have to write C, and ceramic is also uncountable noun, so you have to underline the word ceramic and there you have to write UN. Then number 5, we will need 2 more cups. So here the noun is cups, so you have to underline the word cups. We can easily count the cups, that's why here you have to write C for countable noun. Number 6, would you like to have some more rice? So here rice is a noun, so first you have to underline the word rice, but it is uncountable, so there you have to write UN. Number 7, both the windows are open. Okay, so here windows are countable noun, so you have to underline the word windows and there you have to write C. Number 8, I like the blue shirt more than the white one. Here the main noun is shirt, you have to underline the word shirt, and shirt is a countable noun, so there you have to write C. Okay, number 9, the water is boiling on the stove. So here water is countable or not countable? So water is countable noun or uncountable? What you will write here? Countable. Okay, so there you have to write C, and stove also countable, so there you have to write C. Number 10, I am looking for some information on volcanoes. Okay, so here information is uncountable noun. So you have to underline the word information and there you have to write UN. And second word volcanoes, that you have to underline and there you have to write countable. Okay, तो अभी हमने स्टूडेंट्स जितने भी काउंटेबल और अनकाउंटेबल नाउन्स लिखे ये सभी आपको यहाँ पे आपकी बुक में कॉलम दिया गया है. तो जितने भी काउंटेबल नाउन्स है देयर यू हैव टू राइट इन द कॉलम ऑफ काउंटेबल नाउन्स and those who are uncountable nouns that you have to write in uncountable nouns column. Okay, I hope students whatever I have discussed just now that you all of you understood it properly, and here our first chapter is completed. I hope you all of you understood it properly and you have to write it properly, and once again you have to read all the exercise properly. You have to read with a proper concentration. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day to all of you.